A pipeline that has seen significant opposition has made headway in its permitting process by being granted permission to change the route in a portion of the northeastern section. CFTK-TV's Jaylene Matthews explains.
In another step forwards for the contentious PRGT pipeline project, the BC government has approved an amendment that requested a newer, shorter route without needing a new environmental certificate. But this shorter route includes some clauses intended to be more forgiving on the local ecosystems. The option is to reroute approximately 172 kilometers of the northeastern section of the proposed pipeline route. The change shortens it, establishing a new starting point approximately 37 kilometers west of Chetwynd and reconnecting with the approved route about 50 kilometers southwest of Mackenzie. The amendment also includes a new electric or gas-powered compressor station at the start. The EAO identified 7 key issues and effects related to the amendment application: caribou, grizzly bear, freshwater resources, air quality, vegetation, cumulative effects, and effects of PRGT on First Nations rights. The EAO says 6 conditions were added regarding caribou, grizzly bears, and cumulative effects. In his conclusion, Chief Executive Assessment Officer Alex McLennan identifies that the EAO sought consensus with 8 First Nations during the amendment process. He identifies the Salto First Nation as being in support, but he says consensus was not reached by all nations consulted. Here in the Northwest, some local nations and advocates have also loudly voiced concerns on the overall project.
Dear BC government, please come to our communities and sit down and talk with us, because we are not convinced at all that this is good for anyone, including the province, including Canada, and definitely not for the communities here. And people are rising up. There is a lot of anger, resentment, and frustration because reasonable questions have been asked and have gone unanswered for way too long. And to Minister Tamara Davidson, I think you probably want to make a better decision. I think you probably might even understand where we're coming from. So come here and sit with us and listen and see for yourself.
Following a 9-month consultation process on the changes to that section, McLennan says the amendment is approved. For CFTK-TV News in Terrace, I'm Jaylene Matthews.